with many cars set to be deregistered in the coming months through to 2017, and with certificate of entitlement premiums tipped to go down, car buyers are expected to flood the market. But are authorized dealers the only option? In this week's Spotlight, John Leong takes a look at a business that some label a cowboy industry, but which is fast giving major players a run for their money, the parallel importers.
Buying a car can be a dream come true, especially when you're offered a good price. But for some, the experience can be a nightmare. Kelvin Lee claims his parallel importer, or PI, delivered his car late, leading to a paper loss of thousands of dollars on his vehicle. The car also came without a head unit.
I was quite frustrated during that time of collection of the car because when I make a payment, they have 10 days to install the radio player for me, but they never do it. And for the next 10 days that I collected my car, they also never help me. So total, I have 20 days without helping me to install the radio player, which is make me very upset of the service of the parent portal.
When contacted, the agent denied the accusations. He said delivery was not late and the car was handed over within the month agreed upon. He added that the missing head unit would have been installed had Mr. Lee not arrived early for collection. Such disputes are common in a business that some have labelled a cowboy industry.
It may not look it now, but this empty unit behind me used to be a showroom of a parallel importer called Vaux Auto. It had contained luxury cars like Bentleys and Porsches. But in December last year, the company's owners allegedly made off with nearly $4 million after the company shut its doors abruptly. 143 victims were left without their cars and their hard-earned savings.
10 victims banded together to buy cars from another parallel importer so as to get the best possible deal with the least risk. Mr. Loh KK was one of them, and he said not all parallel importers run shady businesses.
You still can get some very honest PIs. It's just that you need to do your homework carefully and always do a backtrack of PI records. Okay, that's what I can advise future buyers. Do your homework before you enter the market. Okay, do not be attracted entirely by the advertisement that they put up.
In the internet age, word spreads far and fast. Online forums and social media help prospective buyers keep informed, and not just about which companies to avoid. One Facebook page set up by consumers shares information about delivery dates, payment timelines, hidden costs, and the carbon emission scheme. Moderators and more experienced members pass on tips, and even dealers chip in to help.
They need to really do more research and see whether how long this company has been in the market doing new cars. Their track records, the amount of deliveries, and the amount of complaints if they do have. You have to be very careful on your agreements. What model is it? Is it a new improved version or is it a pre-facelift version? Second thing you need to look at is COE. Whether is it a guaranteed package whereby there's no top-ups and if any rebates at all. It has to be clearly stated. And if it's on a bidding package, when will they start the bid? From when to when? And the delivery date also. Make sure whatever is promised to you is written down clearly before signing on the dotted line.
When you're collecting your car, first do a thorough check on the exterior to make sure that there are no scratches, scuff marks, or even dents. Once you're inside, make sure important add-ons such as the head unit and leather match what was agreed upon between you and your dealer. Also, ensure that the vehicle's chassis number matches the one that was given to you at the point of purchase. This prevents you from driving away somebody else's car. If you've done all your homework, you should be driving away a happy car owner. Occasionally though, things don't quite pan out the way you expect.
Figures from Consumer Watchdog case show 9 official complaints about parallel importers from consumers in the past decade. The number may seem small, but a closer look prompts further questions. From January till July this year, case received 2 complaints. That's the most since 2005.
We are always telling consumers that if they want to protect their interests, they should patronize Case Trust accredited business. And by consumer demand, we hope the business would be encouraged to join us, because the most powerful incentive for them is that consumer wants them to be case trusted.
28 of Singapore's estimated 100+ parallel importers are Case Trust accredited. Such businesses have to put up a performance bond of $50,000. In the event of a dispute, both parties are encouraged to attend mediation. A successful claim by the consumer can be drawn from the performance bond. If push comes to shove, however, filing a lawsuit is also possible. But such cases drain resources and are often drawn out. A buyer may file a claim of up to $10,000 at the Small Claims Tribunal, but cases must be clear-cut. Another option would be to take the case to the state court, which now accepts low-value claims and expedites the process.
Under the new procedure in the state courts, it is possible actually to have this expedited procedure and for relief to come to the consumer much earlier than previously under the law. The expedited procedure also allows for mediation between the parties, and the court, I think, will try and take an active role to encourage the parties to mediate and to negotiate with one another to come to a resolution. And I think this will see some success, especially since the cost of litigation going to a full trial, if one considers that versus alternative dispute resolution or the expedited procedure, the consumers will tend to save a lot of money that way.
The Consumer Protection Fair Trading Act, or CPFTA, took effect in 2004. It's set to be revamped to give it more teeth. Among the proposed enhancements, setting up a new government agency to gather evidence and take action against errant retailers, requiring such rogue retailers to inform customers about past injunctions issued against them, and pegging the offence to the offending salesperson instead of just the company.
We're looking at preemptive measure. The businesses, having known that the punishment is going to be more severe, will take necessary steps not to engage in unfair practices so that they will not be named. So by having a more severe or more stricter law in the CPFTA, we hope the standard of practice in the industry will improve. Certainly that should happen, all right, if they treasure their reputation.
According to the Land Transport Authority, parallel importers registered nearly 3,300 new cars between January and June this year. That's nearly 13% of new cars registered during that period, and the biggest proportion since the so-called golden years of the parallel import industry, from 2006 to 2009. In 2008, they accounted for about 24% of total cars registered. With COE premiums expected to go down as more vehicles are scrapped, consumers are likely to jump in with parallel importers who tout cars with better specifications at more attractive prices. And if sales for the rest of 2015 keep their pace, these importers will be en route to a bumper year.